Hi everyone, it's Joy from Denver, Colorado, and I hope you have been enjoying our global Stampin' Up! Share Fair. I am going to be showing you the Flowers of Friendship bundle. It is the Flowers of Friendship stamp set with the Flowers and Leaves punch. I am really liking this set, so I will show you that along with some designer series paper. I'm going to be using the hand-pinned designer series paper. It comes with these gorgeous flower patterns on one side and then some really pretty prints on the other side. So this is one of the designer series papers that is on sale for the month of July, and I hope you will talk to the demonstrator that invited you and order some of this paper. Let's get started. This is the card that I have designed for this share fair. I am showing off several of the patterns from this hand-pinned designer series paper. And first off, I am taking a card base of the Mint Macaron. This is the A2 card base, which is 8.5 by 11 inches by 5.5 inches, and then scored at 4.25 inches. I will be posting all of the measurements after this video goes live. And yes, so let's take some of the Mint Macaron pattern paper, and there is a really pretty floral pattern on the other side, and attach that to our card base. So I will post centimeters and inches in the description. Let's get this on here. So I have allowed for a small border around this. And now I'm going to bring in some of the other patterns. So we have this pretty floral pattern, which goes really well with the pale papaya cardstock, which is one of the in colors from 2021-2023. And this is another one of the patterns, which is Daffodil Delight, but I didn't want a really bright card base, so this is So Saffron that I'm pairing this with. So again, they have really pretty patterns on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and attach those onto these layers. And then these layers get put directly onto our layered card base. Oh, well, it slipped on me, so let's see if I can correct that. My seal didn't seal too strongly. So let me go ahead and correct that. And then pull this up off of my work surface. So I'm going to attach this about here. And then this layered designer series paper piece. About here. So there we have that part of our card. Now it is time to do a little stamping. I'm going to bring in a piece of scratch paper and the large flower from this set, along with Tuxedo Black Memento ink. So just kind of dab, dab, dab without pressing too hard. And stamp this on. You want to get it right up to the top here. See if I can get that done. And then kind of hold it straight on and lift it straight up. Oh, that is a very good impression. I'm very happy with that. And a layer of the Blushing Bride. Probably shouldn't touch that. It's probably not quite dry yet. So set that aside and bring in some of the other patterns of this designer series paper. Again, I told you I was going to show you lots of the patterns in this hand pen designer series paper, which is just one of my absolute favorites right now. So I have gone ahead and taken some, this is some retired cardstock that I have punched, just one of the punches straight on like that. And then I have positioned my stamps so that they fit, let's see, I think it goes this way, so that they fit right in those little flower punches, and mounted them on the block so that I can punch those both at the same time, and they will fit into the punch. This is a paper piercing technique, and kind of an easy paper piercing technique, or paper piecing, not paper piercing, paper piecing technique. Normally you would kind of stamp this and then fussy cut this, but I am going to use the punch, which will make it a little easier. So I'm just stamping this right on this Blushing Bride designer series paper. And then I'm going to take this little leaf here. This is the smallest of the two leaves in the set. And again, the Tuxedo Black ink. And I'm going to make sure that your leaf goes this direction, because that's the way it is on the punch. So I need 4 of those. And then we will let that dry a little bit. We're going to use our punch for the flowers. I'm going to put that straight in the top. And then this will line up in the window, which is on the back side of the punch. So we have 2 of those flowers, and then 4 leaves. So we're going to punch those out. So you want to do it where they're going that direction, coming from the right side, so that when you put it in the punch, you're not stamping through just plain paper that could be used for an image. And one final one. Okay, let's find my little leaves and then brush off the little extra pieces. So there are 4 little leaves, and we will get rid of these other pieces. Let's go ahead and put this on our work surface here. Now I need my paper snips, because I'm going to cut these flowers apart like so. And believe it or not, these two flowers with 4 petals each are going to do all 3 of those multi-petaled flowers. So we're cutting those. And then you need to do just a little trimming to get rid of those rough cornered edges from when you cut it apart. So we're just doing that, and then kind of rounding the end just ever so slightly. Do that on all 4 of those petals, the large ones and the small ones. So I'm going to set those aside. And then with our leaves, we're going to go ahead and trim those down just to a point down at the bottom. Go ahead and you can go ahead and leave that extra, that kind of little border around it. But I went ahead and cut the to the points, because then they fit on that skinny stem a little better. I'm going to show you. You could go ahead and leave them like that, but I just kind of like them a little better with the where they match the point of the stem. So again, we're going to brush those aside because I've already prepared some. And this is one of our old embellishment containers, so this works great for this. And I have gone ahead and started gluing some of these on to save a little time. So let's see, let's get our 2 leaves that have been trimmed at the points and our Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue, just a little bit right there and there. And then we're going to just lay that right on top of those stamped images, like so. And as you can see, this one at the bottom is hanging off, so we'll be trimming that before we're finished. And then, let's see, we have these 2, which are going to be glued down flat onto this flower on either side. So here we go. Okay, we got those 2 glued down flat, these 2 glued down flat, 1 flat, and then 1 on a dimensional, a mini dimensional. So the same thing for this. So I used 1, 2, 3, the 4th one under there, and then 1, 2, 3 here, and the 4th one there. So that's how you only need 2 of those flowers. So let's go ahead and take the papers off and attach that right there. So it's got some dimension. And then this one up here. Again, we want some dimension. And I purposely stamped it so that these petals would come off just a little bit. But I don't want this leaf coming off down at the bottom. So I'm going to take my paper snips and trim off that extra there. All right, so that's our piece there. I also have a strip. This is a 9-inch strip. Again, the measurements in both imperial and metric will be in the description after this video posts. And this is some of our pale papaya open weave ribbon from the In Colors, the current new In Colors. and it's very pretty. All right, so this is going to wrap around, and it's going to tie towards one side. So hopefully my fingers will cooperate on camera. Sometimes they don't do that well on camera, but hopefully they will. So I'm just going to tie this in a knot, which is easier than a full bow. All right, so move this up just a little bit. And I can see that I went ahead and tied this around. See, on my original sample, I tied it around after I put it on the layer, but I think it's going to be just fine either way. So I'm not going to retie that. And I'm going to angle cut this. So, no, I want it this way. Try to make them even. Now I'm going to attach this to the Blushing Bride layer. And then this will get attached onto the front of our card. Like so. Right. Oh, that is very pretty. So let's see. Oh, I've also gone ahead and stamped with the Life is Better with Friends Like You and the same flower stamp, and then done the paper piecing with the punch. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this inside of this card. But I wanted to show you, how pretty it is to kind of repeat some of the elements on the front and then have a nice greeting on the inside. All we have left is just a little bit of bling. And so have the Genial gems. They come in the Pale Papaya and the Mint Macaron in 2 sizes, large and smaller. So here we go. Let's attach those. Let's see if I can find my Take Your Pick tool. Ah, here it is. So let's see if I can use the putty end of this. There we go. That picked it up really easy. I'm going to do the 2 small ones up here, kind of staggered and close together. And then I'm going to do a large one down here at the bottom. So when you do things in odd numbers or 3s, it is actually more pleasing to the eye. So we have 3 gems, 3 stacks of elements here. And we also have some repetition going with our colors. We have 1, 2, 3 of the Pale Papaya. We have 1, 2, 3 of the green. And we have 1, 2, 3 of the Blushing Bride. So there we are. I hope you have enjoyed my presentation. Please make sure to make comments, ask questions, and I will come back and answer those. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.